Now, with the new CBA coming into play, we're going to watch a brand new dynamic play out in real time between the NBA owners and their franchise superstars. And the dynamic I'm referring to on the superstar side, is he really willing to make the sacrifice to win a championship, as far as taking a slight pay cut so his team can put the proper pieces around him? And at the same time, will the franchises stay loyal to that star if he does achieve this by giving X player a max deal on the back end to make the math all work? So NBA fans in real time will get to see if their favorite superstar is really about championships, or is he really about the money? As Jalen Brunson set a new precedent by taking a pay cut, $150 million for 4 years with an early player opt-out, sacrificing his ability to re-up next summer for about $100 million on top. While Gilbert Arenas, Rashad McCants, and former New York Knick Kenyon Martin gave great insight to this. You guys check it out, and every once in a while, I'll check in.
You talking about friendly? Ooh, my God. Ooh. Ooh, that was friendly. Because if he just played the end of the year, that would have been at least 270.
Yeah, he could have got to 270.
And then they wouldn't be able to sign nobody else. So.
No, like just any, if you look at any franchise, if you look at any dynasty, it's off of contracts like this, right? It's usually
correct. If you take a look at the San Antonio Spurs, with Tim Duncan always taking a pay cut. Same thing for the Golden State Warriors, getting lucky with Stephen Curry having ankle injuries in the early portion of his career, which allowed the Warriors to snag him for a low price on a 4-year deal. And you combine that with them having perfect timing for the cap to go up in 2017 because of the new TV deal. So a lot of moving pieces sometimes has to come together in the right moment. And you can even look at the Chicago Bulls dynasty. Scottie Pippen was on a very, very cheap deal.
usually not a player that's designed it. It's just circumstances happen. They lowballed somebody. Someone got hurt, got him for a cheap deal. So the fact that he did sacrifice as a healthy player this much money to keep building shows, you know, what type of commitment he has to winning itself. So, I mean, I commend him. I mean, I wouldn't have did it. They're going to have to have another contract waiting for me under. Because, I mean, this is the NBA. This is a business, and you can't trust anybody. So, I would have signed it. You know, if I would have signed that deal he just did, there would be another one in 4 years that I would already put some
already
some building, something. I would have had something.
What Jalen did has set a brand new precedent for players that are always talking about they want to win championships, like Joel Embiid, Giannis out in Milwaukee, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards, Luka, and even LeBron James. This makes his brand new contract look funny in the light, only if he says he's trying to win a championship. So Brunson, very early on into this new CBA, has set a crazy precedent just to kick this off.
He is one of the people that's taking an actual pay cut.
Yeah.
This is not like they got you for a cheap deal, that you're taking a pay cut.
My thing is he got his team, like his college teammates on the team, man. So I think that's plays a big factor in it.
That is right. Like they got to get paid.
They got to get paid. So they won together before. They here now. So I can get this and still. I think that played a big part in it.
Jalen Brunson, I believe him and his dad and the integrity and the things that they look and expect from themselves. I think we can all look and say y'all did the Knicks a service and did yourselves a disservice. But I think that they look at it through another lens. Like money is money, but winning is a whole different caliber of energy.
Especially
Facts. That is 100% facts, and it makes you look at the Paul George deal quite different in Philly. Was he willing to take a slight cut, maybe to allow them to get a different caliber role player to surround him, Maxey, and Embiid? He stated that the Clippers gave him a low ball offer. It leaves you to wonder how he approached it, if he was willing to take that cut, had they bought in the right pieces to put around them. These teams now with the new CBA will have the sort of leverage to actually expose these type of things. Being known as a franchise with a disgruntled star, they could expose these things. Hey, he wasn't willing to take a pay cut so we could actually build a championship team around him. Once again, all this is a brand new dynamic that's going to play out with this new CBA. We're going to see teams pulling tricks out of the hat to make this salary cap work for them. especially the championship contending teams like the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics, and even to a degree the Minnesota Timberwolves.
With the Knicks.
Especially, I mean,
Especially if
think
he went
about
with
the credit. Yeah, the credit he'll get to reviving that. But if they go get some other pieces that can really push them towards championship for the Knicks, he'll be cemented forever with them, above everybody that's ever been there. I don't want to frown upon the move because it's money based, but I see if the Knicks don't capitalize on him doing this, then it's a failure. Then it's like, you should have got the money. But I feel like with their front office and what they've been doing throughout this whole last 2 seasons, they can make something happen, pick up somebody good with this contract.
It also adds the added pressure on the Knicks to deliver, not only to put the right pieces around Brunson, to actually pivot off that piece in case things go wrong. This scenario right here is not only about the Knicks, it's going to put the onus on a lot of franchises if they have that star that's willing to make that sacrifice to win. Once again, NBA teams and their franchise stars will be put in a very interesting situation we never seen play out before.
You know, what he did right now is a beautiful thing for the organization, because I don't think they would have been in a championship window if this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right? Because what they can do with the money he saved is they can go get franchise players. Just like Steph was a franchise player, right? And they went and got Kevin Durant. They can do that. This franchise can actually go out and they can go sign an Embiid. They can go out and sign a Luka because they have that much money. They have franchise money. Now the problem is this.
Now, the way the league is headed right now with the influx of talent, especially guys coming over 6'7", 6'8", with ball handling skills, shooting ability from multiple areas throughout the perimeter, and they could finish at the rack. With that much talent coming in globally, it might make sense for these teams to actually go out, not necessarily get a superstar, but get a fourth key contributing player along with someone to come off the bench that could really cause some damage. You could look at the way the Boston Celtics are designed as a prime example, and also to a degree the Minnesota Timberwolves. And what hurt the Denver Nuggets in these past playoffs was them not having enough depth. The top heavy rosters in this new CBA, things are going to be very tough for them. You could look at the Milwaukee Bucks, the Phoenix Suns, and depending on what Philly does for the next few seasons, they might fall into that category if their franchise don't pull the proper roster moves. Their windows for having too many errors and also making things work in time to execute on Embiid's prime before he becomes that injury-riddled player, that window is very finite.
Now the problem is this. When 4 years is up, what's the chances of them giving him?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what his numbers is. What's the chances of them giving him that $300 and that $400 million deal?
And that's
If
the
they got to have a championship.
You think it
even if they
require
have a championship,
If they have a championship, absolutely.
you give him half a billion?
Absolutely.
Because he's the reason
Hell
why.
yeah.
He's the reason why.
He's the reason why.
But you think,
solely.
But is Dolan
Dolan will, absolutely.
But is Dolan
Overcheck
that
will,
loyal?
absolutely.
Loyal?
Yeah.
Oh, he's loyal. Okay.
Check,
See,
no, one thing he gonna do now, he might not know shit about basketball, but he gonna spin.
you're right.
You
You're right.
fucking listen.
Knicks do spend their
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
You're right.
listen,
You're
dog,
right.
that is hands down
He
the
has
best
been.
organization I've fucking played for, bruh. Like, far as taking care of players and everything. Oh, they don't spare a penny, dog. They don't cut no corners with taking care of their guys.
Now, more than likely, even if the Knicks don't win a championship, but they come close to it, or just have at least competitive seasons and Brunson is still hitting his numbers, they'll give him that 10-year vet supermax. And with Brunson getting that contract, he'll pretty much make up for what he missed out by signing that 4-year, $150 million deal. But the real question is, are NBA franchises really going to have that type of loyalty? We seen Pat Riley not give D Wade a max deal, not only after winning a championship by himself and winning finals MVP, but bringing LeBron on and bringing 2 more championships to the franchise. Pat Riley was still reluctant to give him a max deal. So not every franchise will have that code, but once again, Kmart, he's played for the Knicks, and he's expressed that they do have that franchise loyalty for their own guys. But these new CBA rules are tricky, and these franchises are going to be crunching down numbers like they're the IRS. Well, you fellas definitely check out the description below. Hit up the mailbag with any questions you have. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Peace.